I'm at this point of my game's development where it's pretty much playable from start to finish. I've even had internal playtesters try out the game and get proper feedback of the final level design, which is great. It feels like I reached an important milestone. But now, it also just feels like I've just climbed a big mountain to then find out there's an even bigger mountain right behind it. There's still a ton of stuff left to do. I have to make all the artwork, figure out what to do about music, sound effects, localization, polish, lots and lots of polish, and probably most importantly, marketing. And that part has to be done along the sidelines of everything else. And I know, this should be obvious. We've all seen these development lifecycle graphs, and currently I think I'm at the bottom of a pit, and I'm looking up at this huge amount of work that's still left. Finishing a solo developed indie game is hard. It's really hard. Especially when you also have a day job that sucks out most, if not all of your energy that you have. You only have those few hours during the weekdays to do some actual work, but a lot of the time it can also be too exhausting to do so. So that pretty much leaves only the weekends open to do proper work. But then if you also want to keep an active social life, you have to sacrifice a few work days there as well. And even though you've mentally prepared yourself for it, it just feels different when you're in it. I've made and released games before, but I've never done a big solo project like this one, like a multi-year project. This is my 4th year working on this game. Also, not to mention releasing on Steam, that's the first time for me too. That in itself is quite daunting. And then of course there's also the whole YouTube side of things. If you're not new here, you might have noticed I haven't uploaded a video in maybe 4 or 5 months. And that's simply because I haven't had the energy for it. I've been wanting to put all my effort into the game and not so much YouTube, because YouTube really can be a full-time job, and that's not what I want. I want to make games. But don't get me wrong, the channel is almost around 1500 subscribers at this point, which is way more than I could ask for. We have a small community helping out testing and providing feedback, and I appreciate everyone for sticking around. If it's because you're excited to play the game when it's finished, or you simply want to follow along and see how the project evolves and shapes up until its release. It's very encouraging for me, and probably also one of the main factors for me to keep going, because now I know there's people out there actually waiting for me to finish the game. But yeah, finishing a game, a proper commercial game, just takes a lot of skill, time and perseverance. And this video is not just me trying to farm some pity points. It's a way for me to talk openly to you guys, and maybe also a fellow developers out there who are in the same situation. I'm still working on a game, and I will keep working on it until it's finished. I might have to cut some certain features to get to the finish line. And yes, my precious level editor, I'm looking at you, sorry. But if that's what it takes, then that's what I have to do. I don't want to have this to be a 5 to 7 year project. There's other games and ideas I want to explore and create. And I know, never put all your eggs into one basket. I'm trying to keep all my expectations in check to make sure that I won't be disappointed by the sales when it actually releases. And going forward, I will be working on a lot more smaller scope projects, and probably with another team member if all things go well. So yeah, I hope this video doesn't come off as too negative, but I just wanted to be honest about where the project is and where it's going. And to keep this video from being a total downer, I can tell you that one thing that's always been on the back of my mind, and I can't remember where I heard it, but someone said that you need to work on your game every day, even just 30 minutes. And that's pretty much been my mentality. I haven't been able to uphold it 100%, but it's pretty close. I found that if you keep skipping days when you're not in the mood or whatever, it's harder and harder to get back into the flow of development. But even just taking care of some email stuff, or doing some social media marketing research, or actually doing development for at least 30 minutes a day has worked out quite well. I hope this video helped or clarified some things for at least a few people. Also, if you do want to support me and help me stay motivated, I'll have a link in the description for my game on Steam where you can wishlist it. I still have a buttload of work to do, but it will get done. Slowly but surely. And to everyone who's here with me, thanks for sticking around. As you probably know by now, it really keeps me motivated. I don't know when the next video will be, but I hope to have something exciting to show you when the time comes. But until then, cheers.